Meghan Markle has done a lot of embarrassing things over the years, so let's look into the embarrassing moments that ruined her career. Now starting off, we have her Ellen appearance. In 2020, after their royal exit, Meghan went on the Ellen DeGeneres show. She participated in a segment where she was supposed to be pranking local vendors, though many people think the prank was on her. She wore an earpiece and could only say or do what Ellen told her to do. Now it included strange behavior such as rubbing crystals on her head, calling herself mommy, eating like a chipmunk, and singing. Now, it was truly embarrassing for her, and I personally think Ellen took enjoyment in it. The clip was posted on YouTube with fans and foes commenting things like, "It's lovely to see rich, wealthy people humiliate one another for the public. This should become a regular affair, and I hope those vendors got their money's worth." Another said, "Not sure what Meghan thought she had to gain from this." And finally, "I can't believe this is actually happening," which I agree with. It's just super weird and awkward, and I can't believe Meghan agreed to do that. Next up is the Prince Andrew mistake. Writing in his memoir Spare, Prince Harry recalls when Meghan met the Queen, and the Duke of Sussex tells how Meghan mistook Prince Andrew for the Queen's personal assistant. He said, "She definitely hadn't Googled us," as he retold the encounter. Now, meeting your partner's family for the first time can be an extremely awkward and uncomfortable situation, which is probably amplified when they are the royal family. Now, Prince Harry has revealed that Meghan went into meeting his relatives somewhat unprepared. Now, Harry has documented his wife's first meeting with the Queen at the Royal Lodge in October 2016, and he wrote, "After a moment, Meg asked me something about the Queen's assistant. I asked who she was talking about. That man holding the purse. The man who walked her to the door. That wasn't her assistant. Who was it?" Now, Harry quickly prompted her that it was in fact his uncle, and told Meghan that was her second son, Andrew. He then wrote, "She definitely hadn't Googled us." Then there's Meghan curtsying to the Queen. In episode 2 of their docu-series, Meghan retold a story about how she had to curtsy for the Queen. Harry said, "My grandmother was the first senior member of the family that Meghan met. She had no idea what it all consisted of, so it was a bit of a shock to the system for her." Now, Meghan said there wasn't like some big moment of "now you're going to meet my grandmother. I didn't know I was going to meet her until moments before. We were in the car and we were going to Royal Lodge for lunch, and he's like, 'Oh, my grandmother's here, we're going to meet her after church.' And I remember we were in the car driving up, and he's like, 'You know how to curtsy, right?' And I thought it was a joke." Harry then said, "How do you explain that to people? How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother, and that you will need to curtsy, especially to an American? That's weird." Meghan then chimed in saying, "Now I'm starting to realize this is a big deal. I mean, Americans will understand this. We have medieval times, dinner and tournament. It was like that. I mean, I curtsied as if I was like," and then she then bent down low on camera and swept her arms out wide and laughed as Harry looked at her awkwardly. Now, the curtsy was definitely awkward, and comparing it to medieval times is just yikes. And finally, there's the potential memoir. There have been a lot of rumors that Meghan is working on her own tell-all memoir. However, one expert has warned that it could be damaging for her career. Now, the Duchess of Sussex is yet to confirm any plans to write her own book, but it's thought that she'll be following in the footsteps of her husband Prince Harry, who released his bombshell memoir Spare in January 2023. Entertainment commentator Mark Boardsman said that the former actress would create a massive seller worldwide if she released a memoir, but he said it wouldn't be without risk. Now, when Harry released his book, he received mixed reviews. Spare featured a number of dramatic claims about the royal family, with Harry opening up about the death of his mother, Princess Diana, and his broken relationship with his brother, Prince William. While it did break the Guinness World Record for the fastest selling non-fiction book of all time, sources have also claimed that Harry was shunned by his family and friends in the UK following its release. Mark said Meghan will have to learn from the feedback from Spare. Now, he also suggested that Meghan's memoir could ignite a new wave of controversy in her and Harry's feud with the royal family. So yeah, if she made her own memoir, even more people could turn on her and Harry. Well, that's all for our list of the embarrassing Meghan Markle moments that ruined her career. Now, which one do you think is the worst? Let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time.